What are the main elements of an NDA?
An NDA, non-disclosure agreement, typically contains the following main elements. 1. Parties involved, identifies the disclosing and receiving parties. 2. Scope of confidentiality, defines what information is considered confidential. 3. Obligations, outlines duties to protect and limit the use of confidential information. 4. Duration, specifies the time period for which the NDA is applicable. 5. Penalties, details consequences for breaches. 6. Governing law, states the jurisdiction that will handle disputes. Sir, it's crucial to tailor the NDA to specific needs for effective protection.
Can you tell me more about the obligations?
Certainly, sir. The obligations section in an NDA outlines the responsibilities both parties must adhere to regarding the confidential information. This usually includes 1. Protection, duty to keep the information secure, often to a standard no less than the protection for one's own confidential data. 2. Non-disclosure, requirement not to disclose the confidential information to unauthorized third parties. 3. Non-use, prohibition against using the information for any purpose other than what is explicitly agreed upon. 4. Limited access, specifies who within the receiving party's organization may have access to the information. 5. Return or destruction, requirement to return or destroy the information after the agreement's term ends or upon request. Understanding and negotiating these obligations carefully is crucial to ensure that confidential information remains secure.
Could you provide an example NDA obligations section if I, as a manager at Vantom Group, intended to sign one with a tech startup?
Certainly, sir. If you, as a manager at Vantom Group, are signing an NDA with a tech startup, the obligations section might look something like this. Obligations of the receiving party, Vantom Group. 1. Protection. Vantom Group shall employ reasonable security measures, at least as stringent as it uses for its own confidential information, to protect the startup's data. 2. Non-disclosure. No employees, other than those directly involved in the collaboration, will be exposed to the confidential information provided by the startup. 3. Non-use. The confidential information received shall only be used for evaluating the potential business relationship between Vantom Group and the startup. 4. Limited access. Only designated teams or departments within Vantom Group, such as R&D and strategy, may access the startup's confidential information. 5. Return or destruction. Upon the conclusion of discussions or at the startup's request, all confidential information shall be returned or destroyed within 15 days. Sir, this example is tailored to a managerial perspective, focusing on maintaining trust while facilitating a potential partnership with the startup. Ensure that the NDA is legally reviewed for comprehensiveness.